At 2 in the morning, the house had entered its most honest state. Every system, when pushed too far, reveals its truth. I didn't know that then. I only knew the hum of exhaustion and the false clarity that comes when everyone else is asleep and you believe, incorrectly, that you alone can hold the universe together. There were 13 stairs in that old house. I remember counting them more than once because 13 feels like a number that should be watched closely. The bedrooms were at the top, the laundry room at the bottom, and gravity, faithful, unrelenting gravity, waited patiently in between. The house was full, 3 small daughters, a teenage brother, a husband, and a woman who had decided at 2 in the morning that polishing the stairs was not only reasonable, but necessary. Mania has a way of disguising itself as productivity. Laundry piled up like evidence of entropy, shirts, socks, small jeans that once fit tiny legs and now refused to stay folded. I was the only one awake, the only one trying, or so it felt. So I did what any rational person on the edge of collapse might do. I began throwing dirty laundry down the stairs, aggressively, without holding anything back. Physics responded immediately. Fabric slid, gravity assisted, noise echoed, sleep ended. When my husband came out into the hallway and stepped onto a sock I had flung moments earlier, the universe completed the experiment. He fell, slowly at first, and then all at once, sliding down all 13 steps, thumps and bangs carrying him into a heap of cotton and denim. As he reached the bottom, his body flung sideways and hit the front door. "I think I broke my effing arms!" he screamed from the bottom of the stairs, rocking back and forth, likely planning my death as he said it. That is the shortened version. The original was far more descriptive. Far more descriptive. I left the hallway and went into the bedroom, not out of concern, but because laughter was clawing its way up my throat, sharp and uncontrollable. I laugh when things go wrong. I also get angry when I feel alone inside. Responsibility. That night, I was both. He wasn't hurt, just shaken. The laws of motion had spared him, but something else fractured quietly. Years later, I asked my daughters what they remembered. My youngest said she vaguely remembers it. She was 3 or 4. What stayed with her wasn't the noise, it was the stress. My middle daughter remembers the clothes, laundry scattered across the stairs and a basket waiting at the bottom like an offering. I'm sure my brother remembers thinking I'd lost my mind. I imagine some part of him still thinks of it when he looks at a pile of dirty laundry in his own house. And then I spoke with my oldest. She told me at that time she was confused. She couldn't understand why I reacted the way I did, why the night felt so sharp, why I felt so loud. Mothers in a child's mind are supposed to be stable systems, predictable, calm. Then she laughed. She said that now that she's older, now that responsibility presses in from all sides, there are moments when she feels like she might lose her mind too. Moments when the house is heavy, when everything needs doing at once, when sleep feels optional and help feels far away. She said, "I get it now." That's when I realized something about the 13th step. It isn't just a stair, it's a threshold. Below it, you're observing the experiment. Above it, you're living inside it, like a bubble you can't escape. When you're young, you stand at the bottom, confused by variables you can't yet see. When you're older, you climb each step, carrying weight. Children, responsibility, love, unfinished tasks. And by the time you reach the 13th step, gravity feels personal. Science calls it cumulative load. Life calls it motherhood. And grace, quiet, unannounced, shows up when understanding replaces judgment. The fall didn't teach my family that I was crazy. Time taught us that exhaustion isn't failure, and anger is often grief wearing a work ethic. If I could stand on those stairs again, I wouldn't polish them. I'd leave the laundry where it was. I'd wake my people gently. I'd recognize the overload instead of launching it downward. But time, like gravity, only moves one way. So I hold the memory with mercy, because even chaos obeys laws. Even exhaustion tells the truth. And sometimes when you reach the 13th step and feel like you might lose your mind, you may just need to polish your stairs too.